We distilled three big ideas from that town hall. I'm going to read all three up front, and then we'll circle back. So big idea number one, be upfront and honest in talking about systemic racism and racial justice. Share contact information with NPCA, get volunteers plugged into the community, and show that we're the Peace Corps we all wanted to join, more needed than ever. So the first one, be upfront and honest in talking about systemic racism and racial justice. This is a human conversation, so we can get straight to the point. Systemic racism is real. It's baked into every institution around us, and Peace Corps is no different. George Floyd was not the first to suffer and die because of the system, and if you are paying attention, he already hasn't been the last. The initial response to George Floyd's murder rightly shook the Peace Corps community and started a heated conversation. It has brought to the surface problems that have existed in the agency for too long with respect to staff, host country nationals, and amongst Peace Corps volunteers themselves. This discussion is finally being had, and the community is optimistic and open to see where it goes. One word of caution that was brought up is to recognize past mistakes in this area and to not repeat them. Peace Corps community shares information, and yes, it is possible, has respectful discourse through social media. The Peace Corps Reddit page is a great resource. We all know the many Facebook groups, RPCV Jobs, COVID-19 Community Group, one was just mentioned. If you're on Instagram, the account at How a PCV Puts It Gently arguably did more effective communicating with evacuated volunteers than headquarters did. Some communication requires listening, and right now, if you are listening, you'll clearly hear the communities challenging the Peace Corps' promotion of ICE positions on the RPCV Jobs page. If this is new to you, you can believe me that it is a real conversation that's being had. And we're trying to remember the topic at hand. This is racial justice. A casual observer would think that Peace Corps is ignoring the concerns of the community with respect to this issue, but they need to understand that it is not going to go away. If headquarters wants to improve communication with the Peace Corps community, this is a great place to start. Moving along, share contact info with NPCA and get volunteers plugged into the Peace Corps community sooner. For some countries, there was no mention of NPCA at their close of service. NPCA is only as strong as the community it fosters. Peace Corps volunteers need to know about NPCA before, during, and post-service. Peace Corps must make it a higher priority to share information for volunteers finishing their service, what resources are at their disposal, what groups can they tap into. As it stands, Peace Corps does not share volunteer information with NPCA. If the NPCA is truly a partner with Peace Corps, some compromise surely could be worked out. It would benefit the volunteers, provide them network opportunities, and will foster and promote a more diverse and engaged community. Furthermore, the NPCA would and has benefited by recognizing and collaborating with community outlets on social media and other blogs. And then finishing up, show that Peace Corps is the Peace Corps we all wanted to join. It's more needed than ever. The fact is, none of us would be spending our Saturday doing this if the Peace Corps didn't matter to us. Right now, the Peace Corps is vulnerable, and there are people that want to see the agency disappear. Luckily, there is bipartisan support for the idea of national service, and when Peace Corps is at its best, it is a model for how to integrate into communities, learn with them, and grow together. 2020 has been pretty challenging. Morale is down. People need to be reminded that there's a huge community of professionals that wake up attempting to contribute to the greater good, and the Peace Corps is a needed institution right now. We should remind them, ourselves, in this country, in this world, why we exist. Thank you very much.